One of the most notable shipwrecks in history has recently been discovered and is said to have a treasure on board worth $22 billion. The San Jose galleon was thought to be lost forever and was recently discovered off the coast of Colombia in 2015. Ironically, the $22 billion treasure it was sunken for disappeared with the ship many decades ago. This treasure is said to hold cargo of gold, silver, and jewels. Being a target of pirates along with the British Navy gave little to no hope for the captain at the time. If you ask us, we believe if anyone could have reached the treasure on time, it would have been Jack Sparrow. Now, let's take a look at just how this vanishing ship was found. The shipwreck of the San Jose created a surge among treasure hunters, historians, and archaeologists. There's an ongoing battle for who actually owns the content of the treasure. With it being filled with everything from gold to emeralds, even the most powerful people in the world are intrigued by its nature. Wanted by all, the location is guarded by Colombia, so it will not fall into the wrong hands. However, once the history is unveiled, it might be presumed the treasure is already in the wrong hands. The San Jose was to set sail in May of 1708. Seeing as it only made it to the coast of Cartagena, Colombia, and it had left from Portobello, which is now Panama, in hopes to reach Spain, the captain was clearly jumping the gun and was a little too eager to push past the British Navy. This futile action cost the captain many lives as the British sunk the ship without giving it a second thought. The survivors came up to be only 11 out of the 600 crew members. The ship was underwater by night and ended up bursting into flames, creating a sound heard for miles. Having little time to grieve, the king put a rush order on rescuing the treasure that could have helped to fund the ongoing war. With no such luck, the teams gave up, leaving the ship and its treasure to sit for over 300 years. In 2015, the San Jose galleon was officially discovered. A previous attempt was made in the 1980s, but no one is really sure if it was the actual wreckage found due to the little amount of technology they had available. Sadly, what could have been discovered years in advance was brushed off as a tale of immaturity. If not for the Remus 6000, the wreckage might still be lying with the same fate. The Autonomous Underwater Vehicle, AUV for short, was operated by Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution. Had it not been for the photos of cannons and marine life that surrounded the wreckage, the ship could have easily been overlooked. With it being 1,000 feet below the surface, humans would be unable to find it due to lung capacity and oxygen levels available. It was a partnership between 3 different organizations that led to the ship and treasure discovery. What had been searched for years continuing to cause confusion, the San Jose was now found along with its treasure. Even the former Colombian president stated that this was one of the biggest aquatic discoveries in all of human history. The Remus 6000 was key in finding the San Jose and its riches. If not for this AUV, it's likely that we still would not have a location on the ship. The Remus has even been responsible for finding multiple other shipwrecks, including the USSA Indianapolis in 2017. This AUV weighs around 1,900 pounds, stretches to almost 13 feet, and can travel up to 5 knots, which is about 6 miles per hour. It is designed to withstand the pressure of the sea with its titanium base and is suitable for long-range findings with its sonar scans of the ocean floor. It's really no wonder that this state-of-the-art AUV is set at a price of $5 million. With this hefty tag, it's crucial that this will not be lost at sea. For this reason, it is equipped with a recovery system which allows the crew members to keep their eyes on the vessel at all times. At this price, it is also important for the machine to have multiple functions, which is why it is able to help marine biologists in many of their studies and plays a larger role in current oceanography. Needless to say, the AUV market is said to be worth over $2 billion in the next decade. So, I guess we know where our future investments will be headed. So, back on the treasure, who exactly gets to claim it? Most would assume it'd be Colombia, but not all. In fact, this is a huge debate in their government. As we mentioned before, groups have gone after this treasure in hopes of salvaging and gaining a profit. One group in particular offered the Colombian government 35% of the findings. However, Colombia was skeptical, and rightfully so, of the inaccuracy of the mission, so they refused to sign an agreement and fund their project. After this fiasco, Colombia knew they had to give this search order. They then passed a law which stated that they will receive all rights to the treasure and the finders may be offered up to 5% of their discovery. The only stipulation being it was heavily taxed at almost 50%, so no group was foolish enough to agree. Now that is still a little over $3 million, but it doesn't seem quite comparable to the $22 billion worth of discovery. Groups like Sea Search Armada have actually sued the Colombian government multiple times and not just on their own soil. They have been sued at least twice in the United States. Finally, in 2007, the Colombian courts came to the decision to split the findings equally. As many divers set sail to become billionaires, Spain decided to involve UNESCO. So the mystery of who owns the treasure aboard the San Jose may never be solved. But since the announcement of its finding in 2015, researchers will not cease until they receive the copious amounts found among the wreckage. All we really know is that it might be some time before the treasure can be salvaged. There have been many deals made through the Colombian government and rescue teams, but all have fallen through. However, we do know that whoever the lucky salvager is might be entitled to up to 45% of the entire fortune. Colombians are actually trying to open a museum in honor of this historical voyage. So maybe the treasure will be viewable in the near future. Is this somewhere you dream of going? Would you try to recover the treasure? If you were the rescuer of this historic treasure, gaining almost $10 billion, what would you do with it? And who do you think is entitled to these findings? Let us know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and if you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe as it helps out our channel a ton. Please make sure to check out our other videos as well. This has been Luxury Lab, and we will catch you in the next one.